finish nights, you guys. Here I am. After I got off this morning, I went home, I went to sleep for quite a few hours actually. So I woke up around 2 or 3 p.m. and then I came to Atlantic City to enjoy the beach, and I literally fell asleep, you guys. Fell asleep, have been sleeping. I'm probably gonna be burnt tomorrow. But I was exhausted, so I just woke up. It's 7 o'clock at night, and we're gonna head back to Philly and hopefully catch some fireworks or a free concert or something for the 4th of July. This next 2-week block, I'm on clinic, which is kind of like chill. So I start tomorrow in the morning, but I have kind of the night off and everything. So I'm gonna try to reset my like sleep schedule, try to enjoy this 4th of July, and then start back up at work tomorrow. But I wanted to share with you guys some updates from this last week and catch you guys up to speed. All right, friends, so for my weekly vlog and updates, I am finally officially done with nights. Whoop, whoop. Right, babe?
Thank God for that.
Thank God for that. Yeah, I'm finally done. It's 4th of July. I finished this morning and I am so glad to be done, you guys. Don't get me wrong, like I was pretty adjusted by the end of the rotation. It's been 2 weeks and I've adjusted like my sleep schedule and everything, but my major takeaways are, one, when you're working nights, you literally just work and sleep because you need all of that time between your work hours to like rejuvenate and fill your tank back up and adjust from the day to night. So I worked 12 hours and literally would sleep the entire time I wasn't working. It was the only thing I could do to not feel tired during my shift. So I rarely saw the outside, you know, I rarely got to do anything other than on my day off. So that's frustrating because just working and sleeping is like no way to live. Secondly is the residency learning curve is so steep, you guys. So although it's only been 2 weeks, you know, I've actually seen a lot of the things I learned about in the textbooks and in medical school that you're forced to do UWorld questions on, or, you know, learn about. I've actually seen those clinical cases, you know, so it's like there's a reason why you had to learn everything and why you had to go through all the like hoops of, you know, tests and standardized testing and everything, like, because things do come up. With that being said, there's still so much I don't know, and I feel like I struggled, especially in these last 2 weeks, with like asking for help, because my senior resident or junior resident that's above me, they're busy too, you know, like they have a lot on their plates, not only supervising the team and also dealing with their own work, but then to have me asking all these questions like, oh, how do I put in, you know, the order for Tylenol? How do I order this? How do I do that? You know, like it's a lot of work for them, and I feel like I was trying to not bother them by asking so many questions, but in turn I would end up just sitting there lost or confused when I can just ask and get the answer easily to help, you know, do the work and get our patients settled. So I think in residency you really have to learn how to just ask for help to get things done quicker and be more efficient. Of course, it won't always be like that, and you will eventually learn the ropes to not have to ask anymore. But that's something I'm still struggling with. I hate asking for help. I'm just proud in that way that like I like to try things on my own and like try and figure it out before asking for help. But in residency, it's like, you know, you can lower your threshold a little bit as far as like asking for help and what you think is like appropriate. And my last update is that I finally got my first residency paycheck, you guys. Very disappointing. Nothing to write home about. I'll do a completely separate video on resident salary and how much you get paid and things like that. But I think when I worked it out and calculated my hourly pay, based on the amount of hours that I worked, I'm actually making about $12 an hour, which is wild. But like I said, different video for another day. It was nice to finally get a paycheck. You know, we've been in school for so long and like not being paid that at least, you know, there is a little bit of compensation for, I guess, what I'm doing and how hard I'm working. But still, the system needs to change, and we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, so those are my updates, you guys. I'm done with nights. I got paid, a little bit of change. You know, I'm learning. I'm getting there slowly but surely every day. You know, I've had bad days definitely over the past 2 weeks, for many different reasons, being new, being frustrated, you know, like just different highs and lows. But I always just try to take the next day as an opportunity to have a high and to have like a good thing happen, you know, or to make progress in my own learning or efficiency or something. So I'm looking forward to the next 2 weeks. I'm on clinic. After every 6 weeks of inpatient medicine, I do 2 weeks of clinic. So I'll be on 2 weeks of clinic, in which I'll get my own panel of patients that I will follow over the next 3 years of residency. So I will be their primary care provider. They'll come to me for all of their like clinic visits. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I love longitudinal patient relationships and getting to see like the same patients over and over, that I can be like, you know, well, how did you do when we switched that medication last month, yada, yada, yada. So looking forward to clinic. I'll have a new weekly vlog for you guys next week, letting you know how my week of clinic was. And I hope you all have an amazing holiday. Stay safe, stay well. Love you, family.